Check 1 2 3. Check 1 2 3. Check 1 2 3. Check 1 2 3. Hey, Freddie, nice to see ya. And with that, give me 1 second, just fixing something. Kind of plug something in. Ah. Oh, that's all right. Close that. Open that. Open that. No, we're gonna hold off on the ad there. Thank you. Let's see. I need Iron Bible, please. There we go. Iron Bible. There we go. Zoid Index. Redhorn. Okay. 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 Come on. Be a pal. There we go. Put that there. You put this here. Come on. There we go. Perfect. All right. Here we go. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and all those in between. Welcome back to Spartan923 Gaming. I'm your host, Spartan923, aka Firehawk5150, aka Lucas. And we are back on the Redhorn build, where we have finished the head and have started on the main core, or in this case, the waist of. Excuse me. Of the Redhorn that we have just started. Really excited about this build, especially because it goes well with the Gojulus I have, and it's just super exciting. Also, made a little bit of a purchase yesterday. Thank you for the blessing. I bought another CAS system. This isn't the last one that we're waiting on. This is the fourth that I know of that exists. This is the LIGO Zero X unit for the Imperial unit, which is the red one that we are currently trying to get a name for. So, if you haven't voted yet, go to Spartan923 on YouTube and go to our posts and vote on one of the 4 names we have there. The one with the most votes will be picked for the name of our red Liger Zero. So, super excited about it. I've been checking, and it was a 4-way tie last time I checked. So, super excited to see what the results will be. That will be ending Thursday. This upcoming week, because I said I'd have it up for at least a week. So, as also with our schedule, Tuesday we will be back in Devil May Cry 3, continuing our story with our lovely friend Dante. And then Thursday we'll be back in GTA, introducing the new Mansions update, which seems like it's going to be a big deal because Michael DeSanta is back. And he has not been in a DLC yet, which means this is a big deal. Meaning this is going to be a big DLC, and it's probably going to be the last big DLC. Sorry, I was running a little dry there. But we'll get more onto that when we get to Thursday. And then, of course, next Saturday, we'll probably be working on this beautiful number here. So, super excited about it all. And to all of those who celebrate, happy St. Nicholas Day. Bray got a little St. Nicholas gift last night. So he been enjoying it today, playing around with it, so it's been fun. Um, Other than that, we can get to our follows and all that. We have 150 followers at the moment. That's 10 away from 160 follower goal. Really appreciate if you guys get your friends and anyone that you know that's on here and get them to drop us a follow. Help get our numbers up to that so we can get our videos suggested and mentioned to the people who would like our content. So we greatly appreciate that. Um, but if you do seriously want to help contribute to our channel and help us out, hit that subscribe button because not only does it get rid of those pesky ads for you, it helps us out with server fees, maintenance fees, groceries, and diapers for little baby Bray, as well as helping pay for model kits too. So we greatly appreciate the help there. You keep me in Zoids, I keep building them for you, and we keep the channel rolling. Um, And that's all I've got. So we're going to go ahead, get the camera adjusted, and get on into the build. And there's going to be an ad coming in like 45 seconds. Get to the build cams. And if the music does shut off, please feel free to send me a message and let me know so I can get it back up and running. I don't want to leave us in 20 minutes of silence again. I know I'm still trying to get this whole dynamic thing going, but yeah. Okay.
For sure tipsy. It explains why the two are so
Oh, sorry, that was wrong. There we go. What genre am I going to play? What do you mean, what genre am I going to play? I'm just playing my usual playlist, Freddy. So. Alright. So, for you guys who are familiar with our Zoids, you all know what this little baby is. This is our Zoid core, the thing that makes the Zoid a living, breathing beast. So. You think it's quiet? Here. Oh, it's at the end of a song, so. There we go. Ad's over. Should be able to hear the music now. Okay. Oh, good. Glad you're starting to record. It's always exciting to get episodes done, huh? Right, so we are working. Editing takes, but yes, editing is a thing. That's why I don't do much of it, if at all. Okay. Core attached. Okay. Use DaVinci to resolve it. Oh, that's good. I think I've got guests coming. I hear somebody.
He wants to show off his dinosaur toy.
Oh, someone wants to show off his St. Nicholas gift. Okay. Hello,
Got a
Bubsy.
little cheese on his shirt.
Got a little something on his butt, too. Bubsy.
Daddy.
Oh, can Mommy alter the camera up, please?
1 second.
There he is. This is what you got from St. Nicholas, isn't it?
It's fun. You just got done eating dinner.
Yes, you just got done eating. That's why your nose is orange.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eat the dinosaur. Oh, nope, 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 nope. That's not a berry. That's the entire power core of the entire thing.
Ray, do you want to show Aunt Freddie how the dinosaur jumps? Yeah.
Hi, baby! The ultimate predator.
Right, the Brachiosaurus.
Your hair is out of control. We need to get you cut.
I'm gonna have to look at the
Place that's over at Grasso.
Yeah.
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 Fun
jumpy,
idea to get his hair cut and sneak over to that one Pokemon shop and buy plushies. I'm not there. I mean, you always go and buy stuff when you're getting your hair cut.
Not always.
Not always. I'm just teasing.
I'm just a sucker for a bookshop.
Well, you're also a sucker for a dice shop, too.
Yeah, but I haven't really been going as much as like buying books from the bookstop. Hi, Bubba.
You are covered in stuff.
Yeah.
Mommy's going to have to give you a good wiping down.
Yeah.
Okay, Bubs.
Jumpy, jumpy.
You go have fun with Mama, because you got a big day with Grandma tomorrow.
Yeah. You wanna watch some more people catch Pokemon with Mommy?
Ooh.
Yeah, that's what we're watching.
Oh, not the fun Pokemon, the 30-year-old guy running around trying to catch every shiny, right?
I mean, they're doing a competition to see who can catch the.
Oh, those guys. Okay, okay. Fair enough. Yeah, they are better than me. No wonder you're watching them. Sure. Anyway. All right. Discord to paintbrush. Yes, I have a paintbrush. I do sometimes paint details on my Zoids. The biggest one being Jaeger and Schneider that I've done paint on. Mostly accent work. I don't do anything big. E1. There we go, E1. There we go. Getting the good detailing in here. Okay. See, I want to check something. I have not checked the poll recently. The current poll is we are at 14 for Sheena, 14 for Fianis. Maroa is 29%, and Ignis with 43%. That is getting close to the results. Okay, back to it. Okay. All right. Core. pay sixes. These ones are careful snips. There we go. Okay. Whew. On to the next one. Oh, good catch. Good catch. All right. My usual question I get from Discord. How are you doing? I'm not doing bad. I am kind of having a bit of a holiday funk in the sense of I had a long talk with my boss recently. Well, actually, this Friday, and it was one of those tell me what you want to say what you want to say, no judgment, no nothing. And I just straight up said, I feel I've been letting you down. I feel that I have not been helping the department as much as I could. And I did say, I'm like, I know we've had a very rough year. We're down people. We are, because of negligence on some people's parts, we are in a big fix. and there are situations that other departments could have stepped in and helped, and they won't. And yeah, I just kind of just vented frustration, and my boss was like, "Yeah, I get it. It's completely ridiculous, and don't worry. I'm sure we'll get this all sorted out." And we did. We did. So she's like, "So how do you what are you gonna do today?" I'm like, "I'd like to leave today." And she goes, "Okay. Do you have a plan for how to do that? How you're gonna do that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do this, this, and this, and then I'm gonna leave around hopefully 11:30, 12 o'clock." And she's like, "Okay, good, because that's when I'd like to leave." And I'm like, "Great. So let's try to shoot for that." And I spent my whole morning cleaning up an area, getting stuff checked in, and getting stuff just ready for ready to be cleaned up and all the other stuff. And by the time I get out there, it's 11:30. I just finished cleaning up an area. My boss goes, "I was like, I thought you were going to be gone." Like, I just finished what I was talking about. It's like, "Oh, okay, okay." And I'm like, "I just need to move a few things, and then I will be gone." And I'm like, "Probably about 30 minutes." And she's like, "Okay, I'm going to go ahead and leave." I'm like, "That's fine. I will be leaving shortly." And so we got that taken care of. And despite a few things, I did get my area done, but I also know that I kind of maybe ticked someone off because I try to be as helpful to other departments as I can, but I also have my own stuff I have to do. And sometimes our timings are off, and it kind of interrupts people's perfect plan for everything. But also, I'm a different department than other people, and I will work with people if they talk to me about it. But if no one talks to me about it, I am just going to keep operating the way I operate. So, me and someone in the warehouse, uh, they do our intermail receiving. I also do receiving for my department, but eventually that will be switched up. Uh, but because of it, they tend to just drop stuff off in my area and don't do any research on it. So I get stuck dealing with stuff that's not really mine because someone else just doesn't want to do it. And so whenever I bring it back, they just come back, throw it on, like, "That is yours." And I'm like, "It's not mine." They're like, "Well, prove to me it's not yours." I'm like, there's no number on it that's associated with my area." It's like, "Well, it says this on there, so that's yours." I'm like, "Okay, fine." And me being anti-conflict, I tend to just kind of bow out, and this guy kind of takes advantage of that. So I've said to several people, I'm like, "Hey, why am I getting this stuff?" And he is just bossing me around about it. Like, "Well, that shouldn't be happening." I'm like, "Okay, well, could you address it with someone? Because I'm getting very tired of someone just dropping their work off on me because they just don't want to do the extra legwork for it." And I have said to my boss, and I'm like, "Look, if I have someone coming up to me and not telling me what something is, I'm not going to deal with it immediately. So if someone comes running out like, 'Hey, has this shown up?' I'm going to tell you, I don't know." Okay. So, well, so with this person, sorry, I was actually listening to something that I have go playing on my headset at the moment, but I was so I was kind of trying to stay out of this guy's way, and the best way I know how to do that is I just do things when he's not around his area. I so I said to so I just had repair come over and like, hey, aren't you trying to leave? I'm like, yeah, I'm just waiting. Like, for what? I'm waiting for so and so to leave. And they're like, oh. And I'm like, I just want him to go on his break so I could do something without him giving me heck for it. It's like, well, what? I'm like, well, he just cleared his area, and he gets really, really angsty when I move stuff into his area and he has to do work. And he's like, well, I think we're all like that. I'm like, yeah. Well, he kind of comes at me about it. Or he tells me I can't do that, or stuff like that. So I'm going to do something. So I'm going to do the most convenient thing for both him and I, and make the smallest impact on his area as I can. And so I went, and we usually have like skids that are like 3x3 skids. So a square skid that's 3 foot by 3 foot. And, but I found some that were like 1 foot by 2 foot. Or 1.5 by 1.5, possibly that one, because it was really small. And then I only had a few parts. I'm like, I'm going to use one of those and just take up as little space as I can. And so I did. I grabbed the small pallet and put everything on that one pallet and went on my merry way. So. So, as he went on his break, I moved everything onto that pallet. I moved everything in the system as I was supposed to, and everything moved like it was supposed to. And I quickly ran to my desk, shut down my station, and locked up the work cage I was in, and booked it. And I do not know if it made him angry, but I'm sure that Monday I'm going to get like, you really shouldn't just do stuff like, I'm like, well, where am I supposed to put it? Because if I move everything into that area and put it somewhere else, you're going to come at me going like, why isn't this here? I need to move it because so-and-so's on my butt about it. It's very inconvenient that you don't put stuff in this area. And then when I put stuff in the area, like, it's really inconvenient when you put stuff in this area because then so-and-so sees it. And then they come at me saying that my area is a mess. I'm like, well, you need to pick one or two things to be concerned about. So I put it there so that's easier for you and you don't have to do as much work. But then you get on me because your boss comes over and gets mad at you. And then when I do it so that it's out of your way and stuff like that, you complain about how you have to come over and get it. So you need to pick a side here. So I'm kind of getting a little tired of it. So, and that's why I'm like, you know what? You should just do the receiving. Maybe you should just do my receiving as well. So, because I shouldn't be doing all of your receiving, but I seem to be doing all of it. So. And the thing is that he also will make up stuff saying that, well, this isn't good enough to be put back. I'm like, what do you mean it's not good enough? It's like, it's not in the box. It doesn't have a label. I don't know what it is. I'm like, you don't know what it is. You can't look in that system and match it up to, or look at the numbers and match it up to what's there. And say, oh, well, this looks like this. It must be this. And just, I mean, just the expense of effort, or the lack of effort expended, is just mind-boggling to me, because I have had people, people will ask me to do something. I'm like, okay, do you want me to just do this, or do you want me to do all this? Because I am more than willing to do all this. And if they don't give me an answer, I'm like, okay. Then they'll come back and be like, whoa, 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 why'd you do all that? I'm like, you didn't specify. I'm like, oh, I'm like, thanks, but you didn't need to do all that. I'm like, well, next time, just say, don't do that. So, but we have a red horn we're working on here. So let's read what the stats on this monster are. Huh? Shall we? Trying to. Okay. There we go. All right, so there's no name of note for this red horn. Its alignment is the Gylos Empire and the Xenobus Empire. So the empire and the empire that followed after. Rollout was in ZAC 2030. Styracosaurus type. Length 20.8 meters. Height 7.6 meters. Weight 94.0 tons. Max speed 130 kilometers per hour. So, what weapons did this beast have? This beast had a crusher horn. Yes. It had an 80 millimeter surface-to-air 2-barrel beam gun. Yes. An EEZ 20 millimeter beam gun ×2 on the tail. A anti-Zord 3-barrel linear cannon on the back. A high-pressured sulfuric acid spray gun. That little thing right here is the sulfuric spray gun. That's interesting. Excuse me. Infrared laser searcher on the tip of the tail. Surface-to-air missile pod above the linear cannon. Okay, so that's on the back. And TEZ 20 millimeter linear laser gun on the rear legs. So, and there is a pilot famous for filing a red horn, is Russo, who is, I believe, from Chaotic Century. So he was a mercenary. And then, okay, and then equipment. So the horns here are all-weather 3D equipment, all-weather 3D radar antennae, right there, and then a composite sensor unit, which is mounted on the side. So, What are you watching this week? I am watching Mythbusters this week. There we go. There you go. Do-ba-do-do-do-do-do. There we go. That's clean. There we go. These little things here are heat regulators. All right. There you go. All right. That's not going to affect at all. Okay. There you go. There we go. All right. Got our ventilation. Okay. So this behemoth required a massive power unit. These things had big power output. So this ventilation, the heat sinks on the vents themselves, this intake here, this is all because this was a high output powered Zoid. Okay. Now we have A and D. A, 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 A. Aha, gotcha. A little bit of touchy ups. Why am I using black on red? Because this is for points that are just not going to be seen. And if I use it on the red, it looks like an oil smudge. Like damage. Or something like that. So, makes it look cooler, in my opinion. Okay. Watch my cuts. how's it going getting ready for the holidays? We have our trees up, but I have two small trees. Well, I have one big tree and one small tree. So we have a small tree for upstairs, and we have a big tree for downstairs. So they're up. They just need to be decorated. And then, tomorrow I'm putting lights up on the house. So that's going to be fun. Which Mythbusters episode? The one where they're testing experiments with avalanches? Okay. Okay. There we go. Okay. So, don't want to put that one on yet. We got the side mounted. Oh. PC2D. There we go. Guess who? Yeah, nice to see you, Jace. Okay, we are on Cosmic, which is about the right amount of time for this, so I gotta remember to turn the music back on after this song. Grr. Ah, there we go. Okay. K4, K5. There we go. I will say today was kind of interesting. Little Bubs was over at his nana's, so I got to get the trees all set up and everything for the holiday, and And so I got home after picking up Bubs, and I get a mysterious text from, "Hey, been a while. It's so and so from ITT." And I'm like, dang, ITT. That was years ago, almost 12 years, over 12 years ago. And like, yeah, I remember. And believe me, I remember anyone who's been nice to me. And they like, yeah, I'm not sure if you remember me. I always remember a good nickname too, but I'm not going to say it here. I'm like, yeah, so and so. I'm like, yeah, you were the person that always picked me to help you clean the rooms. And it's like, yeah, you remember? I'm like, yeah, you always picked me over the one person because that one person was out of their mind and hated me. Like, but yeah, so I kind of caught with it. We talked for a bit, caught up on a few things, and so said that they would probably pop in on a stream or something, so that'd be neat. But I mean, I like connecting with old friends and people that made me feel like I was included in things, so I have no issue on that. But yeah, it was pretty nice to catch up. I mean, this is a person that graduated before me by a year, and kind of we kept in contact on Xbox Live for a while, and then they had things come up. They moved out of state, that kind of thing. So all right, first one now. Music stopped. Okay. So in 30 minutes, we will be taking our 15-minute break. Our 10-15-minute break, as we usually do. I'll get this first half up on our site. So, and to anyone who's watching and is nervous to speak or anything like that, feel free to talk. You are more than welcome to speak here. There's no judgment or anything like that. We do ask you keep politics out of it. You keep politics or any type of negative thing out of it. So 18. Okay, there's a Discord question. How are you enjoying the Devil May Cry series? I'm not hating it. It's it's not bad. I kind of like I Dante has a certain charm to him. Uh but it's okay. I mean, there are a few things I think could be improved, but I am not going to say that it's terrible. There are a few things that I'm a bit like, huh, that happened, like how we go from 2 where he ends up left in hell to or left in the demon world, and then 3 starts before events of the first one. um, Kind of a bold thing to do a reboot prequel in the middle of your series, but I guess that's how people thought, oh, this is different. Oops. Ah, okay. Hang on. That's the issue. Okay. I did not fully shave these off. There we go. Okay. I really hope you guys who do watch this do find, because a lot of times I get asked why I started doing the models, and the reason that I do them is number one, it's I kind of had a bit of a like creator break. And by break, I don't mean like a rest or anything like that. I mean a literal like breakdown. And I was like, I don't know if I'm entertaining people. I'm really stressed out. I keep trying to make good content, and I don't know if I am. The bot sweeps really knock me down. The bot sweep's been really knocking me around because bots will come and advertise for players, and then I'll get bots that are saying, "Hey, you're good, but you could be better," and all this other stuff. I'm like, really? I'm like, you're killing me. Uh, and I really wanted to do something that let me relax and chill and just kind of do what I would normally do on an evening. And this did. So, but it really lets me. It really lets me just kind of slow down and do something I genuinely love. Because I will say, I love video games. Video games are fun, but there are sometimes games that I feel that I'm just muscling through. I mean, I genuinely love building Zoids. Uh, and the thing about it is that there are Gundams out there I like to build, but I really only build a certain generation of Gundams, and that is the wing variants. And the thing is that once you do all those, you kind of just like, I don't really want to do that one again. I don't really want to do that one again. There's only one that I will build a ton of the same type, and that's Wing Zero Custom, because Wing Zero Custom uh, holds a very special place in my heart. It was a Gundam that I said that is a artistic design that I never expected of fusing an organic design with a complete sci-fi build. Uh, and there's so many different things, like Hiro Yui being this I will kill you, I do not care kind of idea of more of like what angel. If you look at, always kind of translate it this way, in the sense of, if an angel was to come and save you, it wouldn't be the angel you think, because the view is that uh, the view of an angel you'd think is not what you'd expect, because um, if you because usually they say that because I was raised Catholic, I'm not anymore, but I say I say to some, and I would say that when you look at it, they always say, "Well, God helps those who help themselves," or "Jesus helps those who help themselves," or something like that. I would think that would translate to that no angel would help you immediately unless it's risking itself to be fallen. So, uh, and this is my only thing. This is not me pushing anything or anything like that. This is more of an artistic mind thing. So, before you come at me, this is an artistic conversation, not a religious conversation. So, get off my back if you're about to type something in my comments. Um, because the whole idea with heaven is proving yourself through your actions and all that, not requiring help or the slight assistance, because usually the only thing that truly comes to help you is the slight assistance of the all powerful. And any angel that's usually interacted with, that's like done anything interacted with, there ends up being like a fallen angel or something like that, or is like an archangel. And archangels aren't really, if you look at them, they are not really what you would call nice. Uh, they're terrifying, and seeing seeing this this angelic wing set on this brutal war machine, I'm like, that is either a fallen or archangel of a character. That, and then you see Hirohige before, and he's like, I will kill you, and destroy himself in the process. And I'd also seen like Legion, I think is what it was called. The one where they're all out at a diner and pregnant lady is apparently supposed to have the sacrificed that would bring about the end of the world or something like that. And Michael falls to earth and has to like give up his angelness to survive, to do the right thing. And there we go. Beautiful. There we go. So, but yeah, whenever I've done the Zero Custom, it it's always interesting to just do the line technique I do on the wings is always very fun to do because it always looks very like worn and very, because it uses those wings as a atmospheric reentry. And he's it's So it is interesting. Okay, we're working on the chest now. The chest. Think I missed a spot? Hmm. Let's see here. Okay. There we go. Got it. Okay. So now it's the eyes. Do I have eye? Yes, I have eye. There we go. Okay. Okay, so we are getting very close to our break. PC 1A. Okay. 5-minute warning. go. Hey, let's see. I-17. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. Okay, so we are going to take our break, and we will be back in about 10-15 minutes. So if you want to stick around, feel free to stick around. If not, you are more than welcome to go elsewhere or just wait till tomorrow when the second half comes out. So, I believe we're working on the neck, actually, so that's pretty awesome. So, let's tilt the camera up. So, we will be gone 10-15 minutes. So, feel free to use the bathroom, get a snack, do something like that. I'm going to get this first video up. It should be up around 8:39 p.m. And then... So, you have a question? Go ahead, ask a question. No, because that would be. I don't think there is. I don't think there is. Let me see. Closed captions are disabled, not available for this content. It can't be closed captioned live. Oh, hang on. Show when available. Try that. Maybe that'll work. Huh. You would have to go in and set it up. If you go under settings, yeah, it can't do it. I don't think it can do it live. Nah. Let me see. Yeah, not available for this content. So, yeah, unfortunately not. I can look into that and see if there is a setting on my end, but as of right now, I don't think it can be done while it's live. Because I think it has to go through something to generate that. So, So, but yeah, sorry, I can't give a better answer than that. But yeah, I think YouTube does that, but I don't live stream on YouTube, so. Let's see. Our schedule. Our schedule, which is Tuesday, we'll be back in Devil May Cry 3 with Dante. Thursday, we will be back in GTA 5, checking out the new Mansions update. I'm not sure if we're going to have all the funds. I'm kind of grinding GTA this weekend while trying to do all this stuff and get the house ready for Christmas and all that stuff. So I'm dealing with that at the same time as doing other things. I know I've had a few people say, well, why don't you just do GTA Tuesday and Thursday? And I don't really want to take away from the season slaying profile to do that. And it would just throw off the plan that I have. And so I understand why people are suggesting it, and I appreciate people's input on that, but I also just I have a plan, and that's how my ADD works, and it's just how it's gonna go. But anyway, and then next Saturday we'll be back on this, continuing this along. I do know that I am going to be working on a few things this next week, so I might be a little tired because I am making a holiday treat for some of the people at work. So I've got to get that taken care of before a few days. So yeah. As far as stats for the channel, we are at 150 followers right now. That's 10 away from our 160 follower goal. So feel free to check that out and drop us a follow to help us get our numbers up. And if you really want to help out the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because not only does it get rid of those pesky ads, it helps us out with, yes, I will get to that. It'll help us out with server fees, maintenance fees, groceries, model kit purchases, and diapers for little baby Bray. So we definitely appreciate the help on that. Don't forget to go to Spartan923 on YouTube and vote for our Liger Zero Empire version. And pick one of the 4 names and put down your vote. I recently checked. I know that there is one name in the high right now. So, I mean, it's anything could happen. The vote ends next Thursday. So I will be announcing the winner next Thursday at the end of stream. So, and that's the end of the second half of stream. Not the end of the first half, the end of the second half. So, be there, and you'll get the name. So, and with that, guys, if you're gonna stick around, we'll see you in about 10-15 minutes. If not, remember to get out there, discover, explore, create, innovate. We will see you here next time on Spartan923 Gaming. Love you guys. Take it easy.
Oh, there's my Christmas tree in the background. No ornaments yet. Boy, whew. Get this going.